Not every positive change feels comfortable at first. Sometimes growth arrives in a way that feels unfamiliar, even unsettling. It asks you to think differently, move differently, and to trust yourself at a deeper level. That feeling is not fear of failure. It is the awareness that something bigger is unfolding. You are stepping into a version of life that requires more from you. More responsibility, more clarity, more confidence. This change will feel unfamiliar. Not because it is wrong, but because it is greater than what you have known. At first, you may hesitate. You may question it. You may wonder if it is real. You may even prepare yourself for it to disappear. Because in the past, every time something good entered your life, it did not stay. So you learned to expect the loss. You learned to guard your joy. You learned to brace yourself for the moment when everything would be taken back. So now, as something meaningful begins to unfold, your first instinct is not excitement. It is caution. But this time is different. Not because the world has suddenly changed, but because you have. You are no longer the same person who once received without understanding. You are now grounded, aware, and aligned. You have grown into someone who can carry what is being given. James chapter 1 verse 17 declares, "Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning." What is coming into your life is not temporary. It is not unstable. It is not meant to be taken away. It is meant to remain. And even more than that, it is meant to grow. But before you fully embrace it, you must release the expectation of loss. You must let go of the belief that every blessing is followed by disappointment. Because that belief no longer belongs to who you are becoming. You have developed something deeper now. Trust, not in circumstances, but in Jesus Christ. As it is written in Psalm 84, verse 11. "No good thing will he withhold from those who walk uprightly." You are no longer being prepared for survival. You are being positioned for stability. The respect that you now receive, the way that people respond to you, the clarity that you carry, it all reflects an internal shift. You know who you are. You know your worth. And most importantly, you know that you are not walking alone. So when this change arrives, do not retreat from it. Do not question your ability to hold it. You have already been shaped for this. What once would have overwhelmed you now fits the person you have become. I'd like to end this message with a parable. A man who had lived for years in a small, dim room was suddenly given a home filled with light and space. At first, he felt uneasy. The openness felt unfamiliar. The brightness felt overwhelming. He kept expecting the walls to close in again and for the light to disappear. So he hesitated to settle in. But as days passed, he realized something. The room was not temporary. It had been given to him because he had outgrown where he once lived. And the space that once felt overwhelming, became the place where he finally felt at peace. The lesson: growth often feels uncomfortable because it introduces you to a life you are not used to holding. Past experiences may have you expecting loss, even when something is meant to stay. But when you have done the inner work, you become capable of sustaining what once felt out of reach. Not every blessing is temporary. Some are permanent and are meant to expand into something greater. Your responsibility is not to fear the change, but to trust that you have been prepared for it. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everyone who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been ChrisAnesti, and until next time, take care, and God bless you.